Welcome everybody to today's Google Partners Hangout, where I will go through dynamic remarketing via AdWords and analytics. So my name is Tove. I work here in Dublin in Google's European headquarters. I'm an account strategist myself, and I've been here for a year. And today we'll talk about my favorite topic, dynamic remarketing. So I just say we should just get started straight away. So the agenda for today is first I will go through a product update we have here at Google. Then I will go on to introduction to dynamic remarketing, a little bit touching on analytics, and then the recent improvements we have made, common issues that you might experience, and then if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask them, and I can give you the answers by the end of this presentation. So let's just get started. So product updates. It's this mobile bid adjustment simulator. So this simulator is only available for search and shopping campaigns that have served ads on mobile devices. Campaigns with shared or limited budgets might not be able to view this bid simulator. The simulator is not available for campaigns using automated bid strategies, except for enhanced cost per click, or for campaign experiments. This bid simulator takes into account your existing campaign settings, including your existing max CPC bids, enhanced cost per click bids, location bid adjustments, ad scheduling bid adjustments, and remarketing bid adjustments. But please remember that these bid simulators do not take into account ad group bid adjustments. So if you apply any bid adjustment changes from the simulator, your ad group bid adjustments will be overwritten. Estimates will become more accurate over time as your campaign accumulates data, and you can still use the simulator for newer campaigns. You might need to increase your budget if you achieve the traffic levels shown in the simulator, and it offers click cost impressions estimates, but it does not provide information on estimated conversions. So this was just a little bit about the product update, but now I will move on to the topic we've all been waiting for, dynamic remarketing. So on average, beta clients running static remarketing campaigns who then implemented dynamic remarketing saw conversion rates more than double and CPAs fall over 60% for the remarketing campaigns. So the question we've all been asking ourselves, why is remarketing so powerful? It's just not about the cost per acquisition. Delivering dynamic creatives based on real-time data about a person is a powerful way to truly connect with them. Because remarketing strengthens your original investment. Imagine that you guide 100 customers to your webpage, and then 4 customers converts for your ads. If you do remarketing, you can be able to convert 3 more customers. So how does it work exactly? Well, while remarketing lets you deliver relevant ads to specific segments of your audience, with dynamic remarketing, you can use powerful tools to create and serve customized ads in real time that shows the exact product someone was researching on your website when they are in the shopping process. We also automatically recommend other products that are likely to be considering at the same time. So in its simplest form, users view a product on your site, and then the Google Remarketing tag, either if you choose to do the Google Analytics tag or the AdWords tag, records the product viewed, and then it will remarket dynamic ads displays across the Google Display Network with the product that is most relevant to the user. We'll cover some of the key steps in getting set up in more detail a little later in the presentation, so stay tuned. So now I'll just briefly touch what you can do with dynamic remarketing through analytics and just how you set it up. So dynamic remarketing with Google Analytics lets you show remarketing ads for content or products that are most likely to interest your users based on the content or products they viewed on your site, related and top performing content and products, as well as their purchase histories and demographics. So with dynamic remarketing, you update your page tags with vertical specific attributes. so that you collect additional information and can further refine audiences based on those attributes. So for example, analytics can collect things like the IDs of the products that users interact with on retail websites and the origin and destination information that users supply on the travel websites. So after updating your tags, you then create corresponding dynamic attributes in analytics and you just link them with your AdWords account. Just remember that this requires a few more steps than if you do it in AdWords alone, but it's definitely doable. So to make the vertical attribute information available to Google Analytics, you need to do two things. First, you need to create a custom dimension for each attribute, and then you need to update page tags to collect data for each attribute. When users with those cookies visit other sites on the Google Display Network, your remarketing campaign has the information it needs to show remarketing ads for those specific products. After you updated your tags with the vertical attributes you want to use, those attributes are then available in Google Analytics, and you can use them to create your remarketing audience. You can create user-based remarketing audiences in Analytics that identify users in various levels of the conversion funnel. This can be, for example, users that viewed your homepage, any of your search results, any of your product lists, viewed your shopping cart, but didn't view the purchase confirmation page, and users who have viewed the purchase confirmation page. So as you can hear or see, you have a lot of options for the people you can target. And after adding vertical attributes to your page tags and creating your remarketing audience, you need to create dynamic attributes based on those vertical attributes and link them to your AdWords account. After you've tagged your pages, created your remarketing audience in Analytics, and linked them to the new dynamic attributes of your AdWords account, you can then create your dynamic remarketing campaign in AdWords itself. So now I'm just going to move on to some recent improvements we have made. We made this a while ago, so some of you might have already been updated, but I'm just going to go through it for you who has not maybe seen it yet. So first of all, you want your focus to be on creativity and result and not complexity. So we have rolled out a new streamlined campaign creation process to make this even simpler. So we're taking the 50 steps that are needed to set up these campaigns, and we only drop them to 4 in this new streamlined workflow. So first you can create a feed, then you tag your site, then review your list, and then you just choose your layout, and you're pretty much set to go. We also made some significant improvements to help customers better manage your data feed. So we recently launched a new platform in AdWords to manage data feeds called Business Data, which will be used to help customers ads for dynamic remarketing and potentially other AdWords products in the future. So just a few important features that are now available with Business Data is that you can now create and manage feeds at an account level in AdWords. Each dynamic remarketing business type has its own feed schema. We support variety of file types, and we have the ability of editing the data feed in AdWords, also data ingestion error reporting, and we have provided a variety of ways to update your data, including automated feed management through the AdWords API, manage uploads through AdWords UI, and an internal feed scheduling tool is also available for schedule automatic updates. So now when I mentioned the customized ads a little bit, it is all about finding the right user across screens and delivering an ad that's relevant, beautiful, and actionable, whether it's through auto-resizing of your existing creative or converting your Flash assets to HTML5. We also launched a big backend improvement that links apps and web, allowing you to reach users across mobile webs and apps based on your behavior on either platform. As a result, if someone shows interest in buying, for example, a car on mobile web, but was only reading the news on apps, we were unable to link that behavior and show ads based on the user's mobile web behavior in their app experience. So now you do not have to take any actions to get the benefit, but you will still have full control. So when advertisers add mobile targeting to your marketing campaigns, we have only seen conversion volumes increase by 15% on average at the same price. That's why all of our dynamic remarketing templates are mobile optimized to deliver ads seamlessly across screens. Because dynamic remarketing with automated bidding can boost performance by calculating optimal bids for each impression in real time. So just take an example. So this means that if you sell an $800 camera and a $20 flashlight, AdWords will automatically prioritize winning more the $800 conversion than the $20 conversion, because this helps to maximize the total value of your conversion and not just the number of conversion. So a little bit about vertical feeds, tags, and ads. So with dynamic remarketing, you need to create a feed for all your products or services along with attributes like unique ID, image, and prices. So when ads are shown to people who visit your website, some of the details about the items they viewed are pulled from your feed into the ad. So we have tried to make this simple by building customized feed schema, entries in the feed including, for example, hotel-specific data like star rating. You simply upload just your feed to the business data section of your shared library, and then you pretty much set to go with your verticalized feed. Tagging is also simplified because adding the dynamic remarketing tag to your website has never been easier. We have created a customized tags and instructions with predefined custom parameters. So in this particular example with hotels, it includes parameters such as ID of the hotel, check-in and check-out dates, total value, and so on and so forth. The tag adds your website visitors to our marketing list and associates them with a unique ID of the feed items they view. Finally, with this launch, Google is providing a set of unique industry-specific image ads layouts to highlight the information users need and want in order to re-engage with your brand and convert. So the AdWords product recommendation engine will pull products and services from your feed, determine the best mix of products for each ad based on popularity and what visitors viewed on your site. We leverage specific signals based on your vertical specific data to show the most relevant recommended products to the user. So for example, we try to find hotels in a location close to the original hotel the users viewed on a website and with a similar star rating. So it's important that you are building a beautiful dynamic ad that is tailored to your vertical. Because building a smart segmentation strategy is an important part of developing a high-performing campaign. However, smart targeting must be paired with hyper-relevant creative in order for campaigns to truly excel. With the launch of dynamic remarketing, Google is providing a set of industry-specific image ads layouts to highlight the information users need and want in order to re-engage with your brand and convert. These layouts take into account your brand needs to be unique and stand out, while at the same time provide the intelligence necessary to pique your audience interest. So when customizing your image ad, you can choose from several different design layouts. So our system will pretty much test each chosen layout against each other to ensure that you use the one that drives the highest levels of performance. And now just step into some common issues you might have been facing when you are setting up your dynamic remarketing campaigns. So the question which I get most of the time is, why are my ads not showing in my retail feed? So please remember, on the first upload, a data feed can take up to 3 business days to process. So I know that you're going to get super excited once you just created it, but please have patience with this. And in order to run dynamic remarketing, a given campaign has to be linked to a Merchant Center account if you're doing a retail feed. And if any of your products of your or your website as a whole is considered adult, it cannot be used in dynamic remarketing campaigns. So if your website as a whole is considered adult or has adult content that is intended for adult audience, you are responsible for ticking the checkbox. And your data feed is either blank or missing a required attribute. So please go in and check that your feed is valid. And if you are experiencing any other issue, you can just visit our help center because it has a great troubleshooting guide, or you can just contact us and we will happy to help you. So just some common issues with other feeds for the network remarketing. So if you are experienced that you do not have any visitors on your list, please check that the tag is implemented correctly on your websites. If your list is not growing in size, again, please check that your tag is implemented correctly. I cannot stress this enough because this is the far most common scenario why it is not working. You can also check that the traffic for your pages is high enough. So if you're experiencing very low traffic, then your list might just be too specific. So also make sure that the membership duration of the remarketing list is just long enough, because you may not accumulate enough cookies if you have set a very short duration. Also remember that we only show ads with lists that has more than 100 users. So if you just created a list and custom combinations, it can take up to 48 hours for a campaign to show impression. Otherwise, check that your budget is still active in your account and your ad status. Because you remember that your ad must be approved as family safe for it to run properly. So key takeaways with this Hangout is a must-have for web shops using Google Shopping. It's a great complement if you have Google Shopping. It works with both AdWords and Analytics. However, as I said, it's very much easier to do it with AdWords. And conversion rate doubles and CPA fall over 60%. So now I've been talking a little bit. I'm just going to check if there's any questions. Just hold on 2 seconds. No. So there are no questions today, which means that it's probably been super clear and straightforward, and you're probably all creating your vertical feeds right now. So just remember that you can utilize Google Partner Resources. You can check out latest training, content, and insights. You can use AdWords promotions for new accounts. Get trained in AdWords, video and analytics. Take the certification exams. They're really great. Follow your company's performance and get suggestions for improvement. And please visit our training website and sign up for in-person trainings. So that was all from me. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here with me, and good luck with your dynamic remarketing campaigns. Bye bye, or hej då.